Hi Sagittarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to give you your November video, November reading, I mean. And I want to say happy birthday. I know your birthday comes up more toward the end of the month, but it's still November all the same. So I shuffled cards and dealt them out, and I've done a little bit different again this month, but that's okay. I'm random like that. I'm such a true Sagittarius that I'm random like that. But anyway, so what I have here is your tarot dealt out, and I also have your cartomancy, which is reading the regular playing cards. So I have these on the side here as well. When I was shuffling for you, the first thing that jumped out is the Two of Cups. This is a union, a partnership. This is someone you really got the hots for, you're attracted to, you're in love with. This person you could be currently with right now, or someone you're meeting. I have a feeling you're currently with them. And then what also came out is the Ten of Cups, the Two of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Six of Cups, Six of Cups. And so basically, this is a union that could go all the way. It could go all the way. Look at that. That's interesting. It could go all the way. You could have a lot of peace and contentment and happiness here. However, there's something that you're not facing in this relationship, in this partnership, okay? There's two swords here. And these swords represent truth, something that I think I'm pretty sure but you're unwilling to face or unwilling to recognize. So, say for instance, your partner has a drinking problem and you pretend there's no problem. You're supposed to act like there's no problem, but for you it's a problem. It is, and you're just not willing to deal with it or face it, or perhaps your partner's never home, or your partner is, there's some sort of thing, and you're acting like there's no problem. I'm okay with it, but it bothers you. And so, anyway, this is, not wanting to face it. And it could also have something to do with there's something that someone keeps looking back on. Okay, could be an ex-partner. They could be still in love with somebody else. They could be still really attached to their family in some way. I feel because the Six of Cups is usually about nostalgia and your roots, where you come from, your family, or things in the past, people in the past. And so there could be a person in the past or something to do with your family that you or they are not willing to face, and it could be a minor issue in the relationship, but it's something that probably needs to be discussed because it has the possibility of going all the way to give you a lot of happiness and contentment besides this little niggle. But you got to be careful because the Two of Swords can lead to the Three of Swords, if we do not attend to this. And it looks like one or both of you are not attending to this niggle, this thing, okay? So anyway, in the cartomancy, which is interesting in the underlying energy, what jumped out is the Queen of Diamonds, the Four of Hearts, and the Two of Hearts. The Queen of Diamonds is usually I see as the mature woman. She's over 50 at least. It could be a man too, but it's feminine energy here. And so she could be the mother, the grandmother. She usually has gray, white, or platinum hair. She could have green, gray, or very pale blue eyes. but I see her as more the mature woman. She's older. And so you could meet this, you could be meeting this person at a get together, and something definitely sparks here. There's a friendship that begins, a relationship that begins, a connection of some sort, okay? And anyway, I also feel this is connected to what you have here already. You know, someone adores you, they want to invest in you, you know, and you them, you know, who, depending on who you are here, Sagittarius, the male or the female. So yeah, there's a lot about partnership. There's something about a gathering, and something about the feminine for sure. So in the past, in your recent past in the tarot, so you know, I'm looking at this. You have the King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups here. This indicates this woman again, okay? Now, King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So someone could have a secret crush on someone, okay? They really like this person. The Queen of Swords seems kind of cold, you know. She can seem cold, but she's just been hurt. She's been through a lot. And so she guards her heart, you know. She's very spiritual person, but guards her heart very closely because it's been poked at before, okay? So, and so someone could have feelings, you know, the king has feelings for this woman, and he's not expressing it. He's not letting her know. It's a secret, you know, crush or something like this. This could be you and your partner. And one of you is very romantic and sweet and you know, writes poetry maybe or something like that. The other one could seem a little bit cold, a little bit defensive. But I think they both are overpouring with emotion and love and very open to, you know, this relationship. But something has began here. This is a beautiful possibility. You know, this is a beautiful love seed, okay? Lots of success, you know. And and I like this sun card because there's the sunflowers in it, which means about abundance and joy, and also that it is mending this crack in the land, this division between, you know, opposing people, very different people, you know. And there's success. There's the beginning of something new here, okay? And a lot of success. And then again, the Page of Pentacles at the very end says trying something new. You know, let's try over here. I've never fished over here before, and maybe there's opportunity here. I'm going to try something new, okay? So this is about trying something new and trying something different. Like I said, this person could be very different from you, and for good reason. You know, they could have lived. You know, you could have lived very different lives, but there's something that connects you. And whether this is a lover or a friend, whoever this person is, there's something that connects you, and there's something that also I get this childlike feeling. You know, it makes you feel young and childlike. You feel there's a lot of potential, you know, a lot of growth potential and healing too in some ways, okay? Guys, stop. I don't know what they're barking at. Oh, I go through this over and over again. I'm shutting the door. Oh, and my belt's undone. Okay. So, here we are in the present, all right? I don't edit anything. I hate doing all that stuff. I'm not very detail oriented, you know? So, anyway, in the present, you have the Judgment, High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Five of Rods. Okay? So, I feel, Sagittarius, that you are coming out of, you're coming to the, not the end, but the climax, so to speak, the, what do they call that, the plateau of a growth period for you. And I feel like it could have been a dark time. You could have gone through a dark time in your life, a breakup, a depression, of something difficult, for you. And I feel like you've gone through a lot of growth in this time as well, okay? But the end is near. You're ready to come out of the cave. You're ready to make connections, face the world, face whatever you got to face in life. You've learned something in this time. And it's taken a while. I feel like it's taken a while. You've had to perhaps grow up in a way, you know what I mean? And during this time, well, actually, now you're ready for your insight, you know what I mean? You're ready for to see more than that now. You're ready to get in touch with your instincts. During the moon time, you could have like the full moon, the new moon too. Any of the moon cycles could affect you a lot. You could be very affected by it, but I think you should use that energy to get in tune with yourself, to spend some time with yourself. And it's what it's asking you to do, and it's telling you to, I feel also, I kind of get the feeling there's something you don't know at this time, or maybe you're not revealing all of your, what you're feeling, or what you're thinking. You know what I mean? It's not like you got some big, great plan or anything, but you're connecting with yourself more. You're getting in touch with yourself more, and I feel like you might be trusting your feelings a lot more, when it feels right, it feels right. I also feel like you are kind of pausing and not ready to take any giant leaps right now. You're taking your time with your decisions because I don't think you're exactly sure where you're going to land yet. When we're at the Judgment card is just before the world, just before something coming to completion, to an ending, to that doorway, gateway sort of thing. And you're not in a big rush, for one thing, to go through it. You want to be there. I think you want to be there in your head, but physically, maybe not. You want to just take your time. I think you want to have some patience with yourself, because normally you do everything fast, and so now you're in a bit of a slow down mode. The Tower and the Five of Rods here. The Tower talks about something falling apart, or an unexpected event, okay? And in this unexpected event, there is, it may be situation or a challenge that comes your way. And I think the Tower is the challenge that comes your way that you may not have a lot of support for, or you may feel a bit vulnerable in this position. But I think that your self-esteem is good enough at this point where you're showing up for the challenge anyway. even though you may lose. You know, you're showing up win or lose, okay? Just like if you think about candidates that are going to be elected for something, for a position, or when you're going for a job, you're competing for a job and you're hoping you're going to get it, and you're trying to prove you have what it takes. This person, you know, across the table, oops, that person across the table could have, you know, all kinds of support. He already knows everybody that works there, and he's been to this college and that college and all this stuff. And but you may have some real hands-on experience at this. You know, you may have. You don't need all that, and you've accomplished all that without all those things, and still did it. So the thing is that you're not being intimidated, even though you know you might be a little bit. You think I'm gonna go for it anyway. What if I got to lose? I just you know I have to try again, right? I find it. I think it's this really good attitude that you have, even though, and you know, there's a lesson in the Five of Rods too, that instead of being against each other, you know, we could work together and make it really strong, you know? So we, and maybe that's what will come out of this at the end, perhaps. But this, if you know, too many chiefs and not enough Indians, it's hard to get anything done, you know, and so and we'll see. Anyway, you're showing. That's what I like is you're confident enough to show up anyway, and win or lose, you're gonna try. And I love that about Sagittarius is that they try. You know, they keep trying. So in your future, you know, more near the end of November, there you are. And I think you do feel proud of yourself. You feel proud of what you've been able to achieve on your own, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. You've accomplished these things on your own. Like nobody got your degree, nobody else, got the awards that you received or taught that class or healed those people. You did it. You did it, you know. And if you did a timeline, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, and I've mentioned it before about doing a timeline of our lives. And what have we done? You know, and it's not just about what you've accomplished. It's what you've survived, too. You've survived it. I went through that. You know, the t-shirt? I did that and survived. And there's quite a few of those on your timeline. And so this is at a time where you're kind of doing this self-assessment and you're realizing, wow, you've come a long way, baby. You know, you have. And I like that also too, you could have gone inward in the recent past emotionally, okay? And I think in the before at one time you were able to be very open emotionally and not have a problem expressing yourself, whether it was glad, sad, bad. But you went through a time where you had a great difficulty sharing. That's why I think there could have been depression or something like that, maybe perhaps in the past. I don't know. But anyway, you got through that. You grew out of that experience and gained the knowledge and the realizations, the self-awareness that you needed to get through that. Well, you got it now, okay? And here you are on top in some way. This is the way you feel about yourself. You feel confident, you feel good, all right? And you're ready for a new beginning, okay? So the Fool is ready for a new adventure. And it doesn't surprise me because, you have the Judgment here. You're coming out of the cave. You're wanting to connect again. You're wanting to to, um, you know, be in the world and part of it and all that. Okay. And so the Fool's ready for a new adventure. And I feel that your adventure, um, I feel like it does have to do with connecting with people somehow, some way. Okay. Right next to the Fool, you have the very next card, which is the Magician. And so you're the Fool. Oops, the Fool. It's backwards in this camera, so it mixes me up. But the Fool has the energy and the drive and the inspiration to go forward with someone, that with something. They don't know where they're going. There's just a road in front of them and they're going, and excited and inspired and carefree, right? And the Magician takes the Fool's energy and does something with it. The Magician says, well, Fool, and the thing is that the Fool wants to do something new. The Nine of Pentacles, this person is experienced at something. They've gone through all the Pentacles. They've learned a skill and they've mastered it pretty much, okay? But the Fool wants to do something new, okay? So it could be something completely different or an offshoot to what this was, an offshoot. It could be a graduation too, a higher level, okay, of this, all right? And you're going to manifest something. You're going to turn this idea into a working plan. Like, I know what I can do. I can do that. And with the Magician, takes all of the parts of the machine, puts them together. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can look at the parts of anything, a car, and once it's put together, they say, oh, I could have put that together, but you didn't. Somebody else thought of it and developed it and created it. They got this idea. And you are taking that idea, the Fool's energy. And that's the Fool's energy up there the Magician has in his hand. He's swirling, whirling about. Oh, I hate when my hand goes backwards. But so, and it's turning it into how I can do it, what I can, like, where can I do it? And this is the plan of how I can do it, okay? Now, then it's so interesting because it's almost like 1, 2, 3, like exact, right in order. The Three of Cups. So there's some sort of celebration here, a gathering of minds, creativity. Did I say cups? Yeah, it is cups. So there's something to celebrate here. And this is, I think, progression, okay? You could be getting together with friends or coming up with this idea with friends. It could be very feminine thing. But I feel like you're also could be getting support from these people about your idea, plan, thing, okay? And that I have a feeling they're going to be involved because part of your whole thing here, like there's so much connection in your reading, Sagittarius, connecting in love, in friendship, in partnership. You are ready to bloom. You just need some sunshine and some water and away you go. And you're starting to get that. But this time you're taking your time. Usually you run into everything. And then you worry about all the bag you should have packed, the map. You think about that later after you're on the road. Here you're doing it a little bit different, okay? I feel like a little bit, and I feel like something has to come apart for something else to come together. Okay, I want you to realize that. Something has to come apart for something to come together. Okay, and the thing is that what's coming apart could be happening within these two eclipses, this doorway, this gateway. Okay, and or this spontaneous event that you're going to show up for. Okay, even if you're all by yourself, you're showing up for it, it could be the principle of the thing, I don't know, but anyway. And I think that you're proving yourself in this situation. I also think this is after a vulnerable time in your life. So this could be your first chance to I don't know, it's like your first time you're kind of displaying your feathers, okay? And after a time of not being in around or in the arena at all, okay? And now you're kind of showing up all of a sudden. I realize, but you're doing it. You're doing it. I think you're coming back wiser. I think there's some growth that you've gone through here, and you realize you don't have to wear the clothes, and you don't have to have the accreditation, and you don't have to have all that. You feel good about what you know, about what your life experience is, and all the things that you've been able to accomplish without all that stuff. You know what I mean? And here you are in the high priest position. I see this as Sagittarius a lot, the Hierophant, okay? Usually you see the half man, half horse, which is the centaur, which that represents Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is always looking to grow spiritually, like become a better person, right? And they're willing to share everything they know, usually help. They have that compassion usually that, they just can't not help somebody, and caring. But anyway, I feel like this has got more of a teaching thing, okay? And I feel like you've been in school for a while, whether it's the school of life or the school of hard knocks or charm school. I don't know what it is, but you've been in school. You've been learning something. And I feel like you come out wiser at this time. You're able to, like, you could be, like, sometimes this is, when you are devoting yourself to something now, okay? Devotion. So sometimes it's a religion, a belief, or something like that. Sometimes you go and you work in an institution, you're working for the hospital or the church or the university. That's why it suggests the teacher, the guide. But it also suggests that you have the key now. You understand. This is a level of understanding, and you're going to help others understand. The priest helps others understand. The doctor tries to make you understand how to take care of yourself better. The university tries to teach you. It's the same in whatever the position this is you're in, you're helping. You're helping, and you're imparting your teachings down. Okay, your teachings down. Even if you don't think you know things that people would want to know. What do I know? I just sit and knit every night. Well, you know what? There's a ton of people that don't have a clue how to knit. And or your granddaughter or son wanted to learn that, and so anyway, there's I feel you're getting a lot out of what's going on, but I feel it's connecting. It's either connecting one generation to the next, you know, or neighbors or community or friends or women, men, I don't know, families. It is bonding. There's a big bonding thing here, okay? One of the things you're learning too, because in some ways, like I feel like you're in an action period of your life, but you're taking it slow, you're taking it a little bit more maturely, let's say. But I also feel like you could be mastering patience at this time too, trying to master patience, because you could have impatience, with very many things going on out there. You could be like, it's funny, that I said that, something has to fall apart for something else to come together. That's a big thing in your reading for November. So I want you to just be able to breathe and not react, really, not freak or anything. I want you to just say, I'll handle it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go and deal with it. You know what I mean? So, okay. Let's have a look at these cartomancy here. So the other card, it was kind of interesting. I cut them and I select one of the piles. I selected this pile, and when I did, or when I was cutting them rather, this card wanted out. It wanted out at the very end. So I'm going to save it to the end because I love it. It's an ace. But hold on. So let's get these together here. I feel like you went through an ending. You could have had a death in the family. You could have had an ending of a friendship. It could have been someone who was in trouble or causing trouble or making trouble. It could have been a young person, someone that went before their time. Here, let me get this. I'm not really sure what to do with this. I'll think about that. I feel like in this end, you had put a lot of hard work into this, whatever this thing that ended was. Something ended that you had already put a lot of time and energy and a lot of focus in, okay? And it was hard and difficult for you. So sorry. It's kind of personal. Okay, I'm okay. And then you have the Three of Spades, the Five of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. And the Three of Spades is this is an obstacle. Okay. You'll have to wait, Carmela. I'm doing something. The Three of Spades is an obstacle to growth with this King of Clubs, okay? Or there was an obstacle there. And it could have been that you were hurt. You were damaged in some way, you could have had a wall or part of a wall up, and I don't think it was personal to this person, but it could have prevented a little bit of growth for a time. Could have been an obstacle, okay? But grow it does again, and something like you gain. I think you gain with this person. Also, you could have or could been working with this person, someone you could have had an obstacle with in the past, okay? This person can be a brown or hazel-eyed man. Could be a woman too, but it's male energy here, okay? This person is usually seen as the friend. They're usually funny, and they're usually very versatile and resourceful, and So uh, there could, they could have not looked at you in the right way at first, or you them, there could have been they could have been suspicious of you or something at first, and then I think they got over that, or you did, and now things are able to grow. There's more space, it seems, opened up between you and this person. This could be you too, Sagittarius, that King of Clubs. Like, you could be getting more work, or expansion at work in some ways. You could also just have more work to do. You could be going off in all different directions. You're helping your family, you're doing a lot of extra time at work, you're trying to paint your house, and it's, a lot of plate spinning at once, okay? All your limbs are kind of busy doing something, going in all directions. But you can handle it, you can handle it. I feel like you're going to slow down a little bit and allow more time for yourself, or at least slot some time for yourself. So then we have the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs, and the King of Diamonds. Now, the Queen of Hearts is usually a blue-eyed woman, could be a man too. The energy is feminine. This person is usually sweet and caring and helpful and supportive, and generally friendly. You could have fair hair, like blonde hair and fair skin, but they're usually very helpful, nurturing person. The Queen of Clubs is seen as the friend. This could be a brown or hazel-eyed woman or man. They are usually very resourceful, entertaining. I feel like they're open too. They could be very open to all different concepts and stuff like that. And then the King of Diamonds, I sometimes see as the father, the grandfather. This is the mature man. Could be a woman too. Male energy. This also could be like a banker, or someone that is good with money, makes money, controls the money, perhaps something like that. Um, they're they're this person, this man, or this King of Diamonds. This King of Diamonds also could have green, gray, or very pale blue eyes. Usually has gray or white or platinum hair, but is mature. They're older. They're over 50. They're the mature person. This could be taking care financially of two people, two wives, two husbands. They could be or overlooking or caring for these two people. Okay. Yeah. So one could be an ex, and one could be, who you're with now, or who they're with now. Um, yeah. I don't know what's going on there exactly. I feel like, I tell you the truth, I feel like this person, I feel like there's definitely love here. There's definitely love. If it's just one woman or one partner, I feel like um, the male figure, the king, looks on this person as everything. They're very attracted, and they also feel like this person is very smart and very capable. You know what I mean? Um, Here, you got every single queen. There's a lot of female energy here. A lot of female energy. And two kings, too, I might add. So, Queen of Spades, Five of Hearts, Four of Spades. The Queen of Spades is the single, not by choice person, woman. She could be very dark featured, dark eyes, dark hair, dark skin. Could be a man too, but it's female energy. And this person is usually separated, widowed, or divorced. Okay, so they've are single. They're divorced though. They're out of a relationship. Um. I feel like there's something growing here. This Five of Hearts is there is something growing here with this person, okay? This Queen of Spades. And it could cause doubt. All right? I'm going to warn you right now, Sagittarius. Because there's some sort of feelings here that are causing doubt. All right. Or there's feelings growing that are causing doubt. Also too, someone could be thinking about playing. Anyway, it could cause a problem. I'm just saying, whether it's you or them or something or someone there could be. I'm not sure what's going on, feelings growing or something like that. But it could be a problem, or it could tear something apart. So you better be careful. Like I said, might not be happening directly in your relationship. Maybe it's in your family. But it's, I don't know. The thing is that I think there's going to be talk, okay? And a new opportunity. The talk is, the Eight of Clubs always works things out. Okay, they would talk it out, work it out, figure it out, and that's the best thing to do when there's doubt. Also, this Five of Hearts may not it could cause confusion or doubt, but may not be a bad seed or a bad, has to turn out to be a bad thing. There could be suspicion without evidence or without real stuff, but I feel like this is going to be talked out, worked out, and a new beginning is going to begin. The Eight of Clubs is a new home. This is also a new job, new family, definitely new beginning. And it's growth. It's definite growth. You could also hear from somebody. Somebody calls you, communicates, texts you, whatever, and tells you about some new opportunity they think is perfect for you. These cards were a little bit separate from the other cards, so this could be completely separate thing coming for you. And it could surprise you too. I think this is what comes together out of something else that comes apart. That's what I think. Because I think there's a kind of a mix up or something going on, okay? But something comes together out of it. All right. And this is really good. It is a new beginning, a new beginning. And I feel because the Eight of Clubs is there, I feel like it's negotiation. You know what I mean? This is manageable. I also feel like it's job talk. Someone's trying to talk you into something, okay? You're getting an offer coming. I definitely feel it, okay? Um, so it's kind of interesting because in the first pile it began with the door closing, okay? And in the last pile it is the door opening. So I know this eclipse is in October that happening, but I feel like there's a, you know, it's a gateway for a lot of people. And whether you walked through the gate, you stepped in but you haven't stepped out yet, you know, kind of thing, you're making your way there, um, is, I kind of think, the thing for you, you know. You don't quite know exactly where you're going to end up now as I'm talking, but by the time the month is over, I think you have a pretty good idea. I think you're guiding, teaching, helping, doing something like that. I feel like I said, you have the key. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. You do. You know. I think you suspect a little bit already, but you're not even sure what the key fits. I don't know what this key goes to. Like trying to find the right box. Like I don't know. And I think you need to just slow down a little bit. Don't be in such a rush. It's not a race. Okay, it's not a race. So anyway, so interesting, Sag. Well, let me know if this resonates for you. And comment below if you want to. Like and subscribe if you want to. And also, if you're looking for a reading, you can reach me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. All right, take care. Talk to you soon. Happy birthday.